Valerie Tyndale was on the verge of a brand new life. At just 17, she was working hard, saving up her money, and had just gotten into college. Her family had moved to the quiet rural town of Arlington, Indiana, for a reason: to find safety and escape the violence of the big city. But the real danger wasn't in the city they'd left behind. It was living right next door. And even worse, it was someone they called a friend. At 17, Valerie Tyndale wasn't afraid of hard work. During the summer of 2023, she was juggling multiple jobs, and one of them was for her neighbor, 59-year-old Patrick Scott, who owned a local lawn mowing business. To her family, it all seemed perfectly innocent. Valerie was friends with Scott's granddaughter, and the two families even hung out together. Her mom, Sheena Sandifer, later said she and him had a bond. They were friends. It was a kind of small town trust you take for granted, where a teenage working for a neighbor across the street feels completely normal. But under the surface, something dark was taking root. Scott had reportedly become obsessed with Valerie. So much so that he had recently added her to his phone's tracking plan to watch her every move. On June 17th of 2023, Valerie told her parents she was heading off to work for Scott. It was the last time they'd ever see her alive. When Valerie didn't come home, concern quickly boiled over into panic. Her mom reported her missing, but from the very beginning, the story Patrick Scott told just didn't add up. First, he claimed he hadn't seen her at all that day. Then his story shifted. He said she had worked for him, but that he dropped her off later and saw her get into a different car. As police launched their investigation, an Amber Alert was issued on June 10th. Scott and his wife are allegedly trying to convince Valerie's frantic parents that she had simply run away. But her mom knew that wasn't true. There was no way Valerie would ever miss her sister's graduation or her own 18th birthday without a single word. For 5 agonizing months, investigators chased down every possible lead, serving over 50 warrants. At one point, cadaver dogs alerted to a pond near Scott's property, but a search turned up nothing. The truth, as it turned out, was much closer. The scent of decay was likely drifting on the breeze, right from Scott's own yard.
What's going on, Patrick? You alright?
Yeah.
Got some search warrants for your property here. We need to come in and talk to you, alright? Okay, let's go on in.
Last time you saw Valerie?
Wednesday afternoon.
Wednesday afternoon. Where did you meet up with her at?
South High Gardens.
South High Gardens in Shelbyville?
Yes.
Okay. You had the truck and the car, both at
South High.
At South High.
Right.
So what did you drive there that day?
The truck.
With your trailer too?
Yes.
Okay. How did the car get there?
I had moved it there like the day before, 2 days before.
Why did you do that?
Because she was going to take off.
You're at South High Gardens mowing grass.
Yes.
She shows up in her car, her green Honda Accord.
Right.
Okay. And what? She got in the Ford Taurus with you?
Right.
And you guys left South High Gardens?
Right.
Left her car there?
Yes.
Along with your truck and trailer?
Yes.
Okay. And what happened in Homer?
She got out of the car and got in with another guy.
Okay. What kind of car did she get in?
It's just kind of a pale blue car is all I know. I have no idea. I didn't see him.
Okay. Why would her phone ping location on the way to Arlington still? You said you dropped her off at Homer.
Uh-huh.
That's not what the phone tells us. The phone tells us she was closer to Arlington when the phone went off. Why is that?
I don't know. I never took her back to Arlington.
Did her car get there again?
I moved it there.
So when did you move the car there?
Thursday.
Thursday. Did you remove the plate?
No.
Okay. You did not remove the plate?
No.
Okay. Who do you think she may be with?
I have no clue.
Give me some names though. You give me some names a little bit.
I only know the one boy.
And what was
I
his
don't
name?
even know him. I just know the name. There was the other boy. There was another boy she was talking to on Tuesday that was giving her shit because he thought they were going to have a relationship, and she said no.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't tell you who his name is.
Okay. Now you feel like you may be in some trouble for whatever reason. It's time now to be cooperative and help. Because anything else that happens to this girl, it's not going to be good for you, possibly.
Right.
Okay. I mean, you've already delayed our investigation. Okay.
But I don't know. I really don't know where she's at. I really don't.
I don't feel like you're being super honest with me. I think you know where she's at.
I don't know where she's
Now, if
at.
you want me to be blunt with you, I think you know where she's at.
I don't.
One way or the other, I think you know.
The first one that we'll do is for the swabs in your mouth. The second search warrant is for the address of 2366 North Oak Street
Okay.
for the property, okay? And the third search warrant is for 2394 North Oak Street, also in Arlington, for the property, okay?
Okay.
That's what the 3 search warrants are for. If I ask you questions today?
No, that's my attorney now.
Okay. Yep.
Sheriff's Department!
Just chill. We're not gonna knock it. Just chill. We're not gonna kick it in. He'll come to it.
Hey, Patrick.
Hi, guys. What's going on, Patrick? You alright?
Yeah.
Got some search warrants for your property here. We need to come in and talk to you, alright? Okay, let's go on in. I'm going to tell you everything I know. And we're going to prove it, alright? But what I want to know is the why. And what you want to tell me is I'm sitting here watching you tear up right now. You want to tell me the why, okay? So, does that make sense?
I guess.
I'm not trying to be a jerk to you. You drove Valerie ultimately back to your residence, okay? And you arrived at your residence at 12:59 p.m., okay? Led us to today, in which we found the box with Valerie's body in it behind your shed, okay? That we talked to you earlier about that had the porn videos in it.
Hey,
Okay?
what?
Had the porn videos in it.
Got carried away.
Doing what?
Huh?
Doing what?
Doing what?
Just lay it out to me. Lay it out to me. What happened to her?
She tried to blackmail me into buying her a car. It wasn't gonna happen. Things just got carried away.
Well, explain that to me. What's that mean? Does Linda know about it?
Nope.
Okay.
Nobody knows.
It's your chance to tell me what happened. Okay. And then what'd you do with it?
I moved her into the office
Okay. How long was she in there?
till the next day.
Okay.
It's gone.
Okay.
Made that box.
Okay. What about the hole?
The hole was already dug. But it wasn't for that, it was because I was gonna throw concrete in it.
What about the other box?
Just put shit in it.
Well, did you build 2 that day?
No, just built one.
So you strangled her. What room were you in when you strangled her?
Right there by my bedroom. It was mine, I had it on.
You had it on? Okay. So explain to me what happened there in that room. Like, how'd you get the belt on her?
I was fighting her off and I took it and threw it around her.
Why were you guys fighting?
Because she was trying to take her clothes off.
Okay.
And it wasn't gonna do it.
Okay. And then you guys got in a fight, and then what happened?
I put it around her neck and I held on to it till she quit.
Okay. And what'd you do afterwards? Did you still wear it afterwards? Like, did you still use it?
Yeah.
Okay. Bother you, right? That you killed Valerie?
Well, I wasn't too crazy about it.
Okay. All right, Patrick, give me 1 second and we'll be right back. Yeah, you want a drink of water?
The break in the case finally came on November 28th of 2023, acting on new information about disturbed ground. Investigators showed up with a search warrant for Patrick Scott's property. There, buried under a pile of junk and debris, they found a large homemade wooden box wrapped in tarps. When they pried it open, there was no doubt. The remains inside had fingernails painted with a bright orange polish, the exact same color from a photo Valerie had posted on social media the very day she vanished. Faced with evidence he couldn't deny, Patrick Scott was arrested for murder. Back at the station, the friendly neighbor act completely fell apart, and he confessed. He told investigators that on June 7th he strangled 17-year-old Valerie Tyndale with his belt. When an investigator asked if killing her bothered him, His response was disturbingly casual. Well, I wasn't too crazy about it. In a final chilling detail, he admitted he kept wearing that same belt in the weeks and months after the murder. Scott explained how he wrapped her body in plastic, hid it in his office overnight while his family slept, just rooms away. And then he built the wooden box the very next day to bury her in his yard. This case is a chilling reminder of how a predator can hide in plain sight, shattering a family and a community through the ultimate betrayal of trust. How do we protect our loved ones from dangers we can't see? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you believe these stories are important to tell, please consider subscribing. So what was the motive? Scott offered a flimsy, self-serving story that no one believed. He claimed Valerie was trying to seduce him and blackmail him into buying her a new car. Investigators, however, saw the clear signs of a man who had become obsessed with and was likely grooming the teenager. On March 11, 2024, Patrick Scott pled guilty to murder. He was sentenced to 57 years in prison, bringing a swift but deeply unsatisfying end to the court case. For Valerie's family, the pain will never go away. There's going to be a hole there forever, her mother said. My daughter didn't deserve this. The man they trusted, the neighbor who lived just 100 yards away, was the monster who stole their daughter's future. Justice may have put him behind bars, but for the family of Valerie Tyndale, the story ends in a quiet Indiana town, forever haunted by the killer who lived right next door.